Today's video, I want to talk about tyres and why fat tyres are better. First though, I've got some errands to run. So it's finally time to say goodbye to my gravel bike. It's being repainted, I've got to send it off, I need a cardboard box. I don't know how I'm going to carry it home yet, because well, I'm on my bike. I'll figure out a way. So this is the frame that's getting resprayed. This is my Wilier Triestina from last year. It's got loads of little marks from the bike packing we were doing. That's just from the frame bags being attached. It's the one I took across Australia, so it's been through some shit. The guys from Custom Flow are going to do a sick paint job on it, but I'm not going to say what it is yet. That'll be a surprise. I probably need some bubble wrap for this, don't I? Well, it is getting resprayed. Now, I did say I was going to talk about tyres this episode and I've ended up getting completely distracted, so let's get back on topic. I think running fat tyres on your road bike, like 30mm, which is what I've got on at the moment, is one of the best things you can do. Now, this does exclude racing and going for Strava segments because it's not going to be the fastest solution, but it's not that much slower either. Now, I started racing and riding in 2010, and back then, most people were running 23mm tyres. It was always GP 4000s, super high pressure, like 100 PSI. No one was running tubeless. And to be honest, we kind of had it all wrong. Now, it might sound counterintuitive, but a skinny tyre pumped up to 100 PSI actually has higher rolling resistance than a fat tyre, even a 30mm pumped up to 80, 60. Now, obviously not every tyre in the world has been tested, but there's some pretty good data on rollingresistance.com where they tested Continentals, and we can only assume that most slick racing tyres have a lot of the same properties. I'm going to put some of that information here and down below in the description so you can look at it better. Hey Pickle, I'm making a video about tyres.
Yeah.
What tyres have you got on?
23s.
23s?
Yeah.
Why has everyone got 23s? It's 2020.
Very true, but a lot of us are stuck back in 1980.
1980 was even worse, mate.
Yeah, probably 90. No. Okay, early 2000s then, let's get it right.
So I thought as we're out and about, I would list some of the key benefits to riding a wider tyre. 1, it's way easier to ride off-road. See, these guys are struggling. I'm just cruising.
23C tyres don't work off-road.
This is a dream. I'm basically on a full stuff mountain bike.
You look like you're on a full stuff mountain bike. The only way to sit on the world's most relaxed bench. Yeah.
It also inspires way more confidence around corners. I'm not sure exactly about the science involved, but for sure, when you're cornering, it feels good. You can really push them and run low pressure. Do you know what reason number 3 is?
Tell me.
They look cool.
That is, they do look cool. They look very cool.
They're like big, fatty. Same reason why a monster truck looks good.
It means you can go anywhere.
Yeah.
Do whatever you want.
Hey, what's this?
I immediately regret my decision.
It also means you can run way lower pressures, but still get the same rolling resistance gains, which therefore leads to more comfort and more fun. You're like a parrot on my shoulder.
I feel like a parrot on your shoulder.
What do parrots say?
That's a chicken.
You know, Pickle, there are some cons to riding wide tyres though.
There are.
One of them you're experiencing right now, which is they don't fit on everybody's frames, especially rim brake bikes.
100%.
100%. No, sun god, mate. They're also marginally heavier because there's more rubber involved in the making of the tyre, as you can kind of predict. And the single biggest con is aerodynamics. I'll get onto that later though. In the meantime, man, how are you?
We could do that and just be like, do you think 30 mils will fit in between there?
No. Not a chance, mate. This bike is like
And what about
15 years old.
What about that?
Yeah, probably not there either.
I mean, maybe I can cut that out.
Yeah.
With the tyre, and then it will fit, and then it'll be like ultra aero.
Or just shave it, or just ride it loads with a fat tyre.
Yeah, exactly.
And then it'll be perfectly.
And then it'll be, I mean, it will be holy, but it'll be aero. Oh, I got a friend.
It might come out if you just start rolling.
Should we see? Be free! Be free, my friend! My friend's a clinger honorer.
What are you talking about?
It needs to be with his friends. There you go. Be free, my friend. Be free. Let's go. Parrots.
As I said earlier, studies have shown that the wider you go, generally the lower the rolling resistance of the tyre is going to be. So the wider the tyre is, the less wattage it's going to take to overcome that resistance on the road. While there is a plus for wide tyres, it's such a tiny difference that it almost doesn't matter. We're talking between tyre sizes as little as 1 watt of saving at 30 kilometers an hour. That's for the GP5000 tyre. I'll put that data down below. Aerodynamics is the other factor, and it's much more significant than rolling resistance when it comes to your resultant speed. Because there's so many different tyre and rim combinations, it's quite hard to find data that is relevant to you. But there has been loads of testing done. But generally speaking, having a tyre that sits on your rim nice and flush, creates a smooth edge, is going to be beneficial. Aerodynamics can be a funny thing, and the smallest features on tyres and rims can make a big difference too. So the tread of a tyre, open tubulars being sewn together and having a bit of an edge, all of that can make a difference to your resultant speed. Modern rims like these, Hunts, Envies, Zips, all tend to test pretty well with 25mm tyres at the moment. Putting a 30 on like I have, it sits really bulbous off the edge of the rim, and I'm guessing will test a fair bit slower. Having said all that, personally, it's not something I'm too worried about unless I was doing a TT or maybe a road race where I was planning to go on a solo break. Most of the riding I do, I'm riding with a bar bag anyway because I'm carrying all my camera equipment and all of that stuff. Equally, when you go out on a gravel bike, those tyres aren't aerodynamic and you still cover ground. So personally, it's fairly low down on my list of priorities, and I'd rather be comfortable. I've been doing a little bit more digging online to try and see if I can find better data relating to 30mm tyres, not just like 23mm versus 25mm. Some aero testing on some proper fat tyres. Annoyingly, all I've managed to find is a kind of promotional video by Specialized where they test things on a Rover. They're basically trying to sell some deep wheels. But again, even in their tests, the difference wasn't that significant. We're still talking like a couple of watts each way. I'm sure with some more digging, myself or one of you guys may be able to find something. But the main point I'm trying to make here is that the differences are really small. Even if you're looking at the aero gains, which is more significant than the rolling resistance, we're talking values as small as 2 to 5 watts per wheel, which absolutely would add up and is worth saving if you're doing a serious event. But for your average weekend ride, just have fun. So to conclude, I love my 30mm tyres. I'm going to keep riding them. Could ride on the grass today. Had a great ride. I'm going to end today's video here. Really hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a comment down below. What tyre sizes are you riding? And I'll see you guys soon.